Have you ever seen a single moment that made the whole world stop breathing for just a second? What if I told you? Just 5 minutes ago, Taehyung did something so unexpected, so powerful, that fans across the globe are still trying to process what they witnessed. Before I tell you everything, let me ask, are you ready for a story that will shake your heart? If yes, hit that subscribe button right now, because together, we're about to relive a night that will stay in history forever. The silence before the storm. It all started with silence. Strange, isn't it? The kind of silence that feels heavy, like the world itself is holding its breath. Fans filled the venue, phones glowing like stars in the dark. Millions watching live streams across continents. Everyone expected brilliance. It's Taehyung after all. But no one expected this. In that pause before the first note, you could almost hear the beating of hearts. It wasn't just anticipation. It was destiny waiting to unfold. And then he moved. The first step. You know how sometimes a single step can change everything. Taehyung's step onto the stage wasn't just a walk. It was a statement. His presence was magnetic. His eyes held a story. His voice, when it finally poured out, didn't sound rehearsed. It sounded like a confession, raw and unfiltered. The crowd gasped, some cheered, some cried, and others just froze, unable to believe what they were seeing. What was so different this time? It wasn't just performance. It wasn't just artistry. It was something deeper, something almost spiritual. The unexpected twist. Just when everyone thought they knew what to expect, Taehyung changed everything. The music shifted. His voice dropped lower, carrying an ache that cut through the air like a blade. Suddenly, visuals appeared. Memories, flashes, pieces of his journey, woven together with sound. It wasn't just a performance, it was a story. His story. The audience wasn't just watching, they were living it with him. People online described it as if time itself slowed down, pulling them into his world. And then came the twist. He stopped singing. Complete silence again. He stood there, looking straight ahead, as though staring into the eyes of every single person, no matter where they were in the world. And he whispered a single line. Just one. But it was enough to shake millions. The whisper that broke the internet. Do you want to know what he whispered? Fans described it as if their hearts cracked open. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't loud. It was quiet. Almost too quiet. He said, "You are not alone." 3 words. That was it. But 3 words that carried the weight of every sleepless night, every tear, every unspoken fear his fans had ever held. In that moment, it didn't feel like a performance. Felt like a promise. Global reaction, a storm across the world. Within minutes, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all exploded. Hashtag skyrocketed to the top of trending charts. Hashtag Taehyung performance. Hashtag you are not alone. Hashtag V-shocks the world. Fans wrote, "I felt like he was talking directly to me. I didn't know whether to cry or scream. This isn't just music, this is healing." And here's the wild part. It wasn't only fans. Celebrities, fashion icons, even news anchors were posting about it. The New York Times called it an unexpected cultural reset. Vogue called it the performance of the decade. Can you imagine? A single man standing with a microphone, making the whole world stop. The deeper meaning. But here's where it gets interesting. This wasn't just about music. It wasn't just about shocking the world. This was about courage. Taehyung wasn't performing for fame. He wasn't chasing numbers. He was speaking to souls. Every smile he hides, every struggle he has faced, every moment of doubt. He poured it all into that one performance. Think about it. How often do we hide behind masks? How often do we pretend we're fine when inside we're not? Taehyung shattered that wall, reminding us it's okay to be human. A personal question for you. So let me ask you, have you ever felt alone even when surrounded by people? Have you ever wished someone would look at you and just understand? That's what Taehyung gave his fans tonight. Understanding, connection, hope, and maybe, just maybe, that's why it feels so unforgettable. A message to dreamers. To every dreamer listening, Taehyung's performance was more than entertainment. It was a reminder. To the artist afraid to show their true colors, your story matters. To the fan who feels invisible, you are seen. To the soul that feels tired, you are not alone. This wasn't just a stage. This was a mirror. A reflection of everything we hide, everything we fear, and everything we hope for. The final moment. As the lights dimmed, as the cheers thundered, Taehyung didn't bow like usual. He didn't wave. He just smiled, soft, genuine, almost shy. And in that smile was the answer to everything. He didn't need fireworks. He didn't need a grand finale. Because the moment itself was enough. The performance ended. But the story, it's still echoing across the world. The motivation you needed today. So maybe you weren't there in person. Maybe you didn't see it live. But maybe, just maybe, this story is what you needed to hear today. Because if Taehyung can stand in front of millions, vulnerable and unafraid, then you can face your own stage too. Whatever your dream is, whatever your fear is, remember his words. You are not alone. And now I'll leave you with this thought. What would you do if you knew the world was waiting to hear your story? Would you stay silent, or would you step forward like Taehyung did tonight? If this story touched your heart, make sure you like this video, comment your favorite part, and subscribe so we can keep sharing more moments that change lives. Because this was only the beginning.